Julian McMahon was many things: an actor, model, Hollywood heartthrob, and the son of Australian political royalty. With his piercing blue eyes and magnetic on-screen presence, he captivated audiences from Sydney to Los Angeles. Known for roles like Cole Turner in Charmed, Dr. Christian Troy in Nip/Tuck, and the menacing Dr. Doom in Fantastic Four, Julian built a legacy of complex, charming antiheroes. At the time of his death in July 2025, Julian McMahon's net worth was estimated at $16 million. His wealth stemmed from decades in television, successful real estate investments, and blockbuster film roles. Early life. Julian Dana William McMahon was born on July 27, 1968, in Sydney, New South Wales, Australia, into a family of power and prestige. His father, Sir William McMahon, served as the 20th Prime Minister of Australia, and his mother, Sonia McMahon, was a glamorous socialite and fashion icon, often gracing society pages with her bold style and poise. Julian grew up in the public eye, but unlike his father's political trajectory, he was drawn to something more expressive, more rebellious. He had two sisters, Melinda and Deborah, and was raised in the posh eastern suburbs of Sydney. He attended the elite Sydney Grammar School, where he reportedly showed more interest in sports and art than politics or academia. Though he briefly studied law at the University of Sydney and economics at the University of Wollongong, Julian quickly realized books and politics weren't for him. His calling was elsewhere, and it started with modeling. Personal life, marriages, and family. Julian's personal life was as complex as his characters. In 1994, he married Dannii Minogue, the younger sister of pop icon Kylie Minogue. The couple, dubbed an Aussie power duo, met on the set of Home and Away, but their marriage lasted only a year. Reports cited cultural clashes and intense media pressure. In 1999, Julian found love again, this time with Baywatch star Brooke Burns. The couple married in 1999 and welcomed a daughter, Madison McMahon, in 2000. Unfortunately, the marriage ended in 2001, but Julian remained a devoted father to Madison throughout his life. In 2014, he married Kelly Paniagua, an Australian model and children's book author. Their love story was quieter, grounded in privacy and mutual respect. They stayed together until his death in 2025, with Kelly by his side through his final days. Children. Julian's only child, Madison, was the center of his universe. Though he kept her away from the spotlight, friends and co-stars say he spoke about her often and with deep affection. Religion and values. Julian never publicly identified with a specific religion. However, those close to him described him as spiritual, introspective, and deeply empathetic. He valued privacy, creativity, and loyalty. He was a man of layers, charming yet introspective, private but passionate about his craft. Professional career. Julian's journey into acting wasn't accidental. It was a natural evolution from modeling, where he had already made waves in cities like Milan, London, and New York. Modeling and TV breakthrough, 1989 to 1995. After starring in a series of Australian Levi's commercials, he landed a regular role on the popular Aussie soap Home and Away as Ben Lucchini from 1990 to 1991. This role catapulted him into national fame and eventually opened doors to Hollywood. His U.S. debut came with Another World, a daytime soap where he played Ian Rain. That move marked the beginning of a long, fruitful career in American television. Profiler and Charmed, 1996 to 2003. From 1996 to 2000, he starred in Profiler, but his real breakout role came as the dangerously seductive Cole Turner in the supernatural hit Charmed. Playing opposite Alyssa Milano, Julian brought mystery and gravitas to the half-demon, half-human character that fans adored. Cole Turner wasn't just a villain. He was a tragic figure, and Julian's layered performance made him unforgettable. Nip/Tuck era, 2003 to 2010. Then came the role that defined his career, Dr. Christian Troy on Nip/Tuck. As the arrogant, womanizing, yet secretly broken plastic surgeon, Julian delivered a masterclass in complex character acting. The show, created by Ryan Murphy, was provocative, daring, and often dark, and Julian was at the center of it all. For this role, he earned critical acclaim and a Golden Globe nomination. During the peak seasons, he was reportedly earning over $150,000 per episode. Fantastic Four and big screen stardom. 2005 to 2010. Hollywood took notice. Julian was cast as Victor Von Doom, the iconic Marvel villain, in Fantastic Four, 2005, and its sequel Rise of the Silver Surfer, 2007. His portrayal of Dr. Doom was chilling, charismatic, and cold, a perfect embodiment of the comic book character. He also starred in thrillers like Premonition alongside Sandra Bullock and action comedies like Red. Later work, FBI and the Final Act, 2018 to 2025. In 2020, Julian returned to TV as Jess LaCroix in FBI. Most Wanted, a spin-off of the hit FBI series created by Dick Wolf. He played a calm, strategic agent, once again balancing strength and sensitivity. His final projects included The Surfer 2024, where he played a terrifying antagonist opposite Nicolas Cage. The Residence 2025, a Netflix drama in which Julian portrayed the fictional Australian Prime Minister Stephen Roos, a nod to his real-life lineage. House Tour and Car Collection. Julian wasn't flashy, but he appreciated elegance. He once owned a Hollywood Hills home nestled beneath the iconic sign, which he purchased in the late 90s for around $700,000 and sold in 2015 for over $2.1 million, netting a handsome profit. The property was a classic mid-century modern beauty, sleek lines, lush views, and artistic touches throughout. When it came to cars, he had a taste for style. Though he wasn't known for flaunting vehicles, his on-screen rides became part of his persona. A 1969 Dodge Charger in Charmed, a sleek Aston Martin DB9 in Nip/Tuck, A&S, a futuristic armored limo in Fantastic Four. Behind the scenes, he enjoyed vintage cars and was rumored to have owned a classic black Porsche. Julian briefly attended two universities in Australia, University of Sydney and University of Wollongong, studying law and economics. But his heart was never in it. He dropped out, choosing instead the unpredictable world of entertainment. It's ironic, the son of a prime minister walking away from academia to become an actor. But in doing so, he found his voice and gave the world some of its most iconic TV characters. Cause of death. On July 2nd, 2025, the world was stunned to learn that Julian McMahon had passed away at just 56 years old, following a private battle with cancer. His wife, Kelly Paniagua, released a heartfelt statement. Julian was light. He was joy. He fought quietly and bravely. His greatest desire was always to make people smile, on screen and off. We will miss him dearly. According to reports, Julian had been diagnosed months earlier, but chose to keep the battle private, continuing to work and live with grace and quiet strength. He died peacefully at his home in Clearwater, Florida. Condolences poured in from all corners of Hollywood. Dick Wolf, his FBI producer, called him an exceptional talent and an even greater human being. Fans around the globe mourned the man who gave them Cole, Christian, Doom, and LaCroix. Julian McMahon wasn't just an actor. He was a performer who brought depth, danger, and desire to every role he played. He chose characters that weren't easy. He made you think. He made you feel. He lived a life full of transformation, from the son of political royalty to a cult favorite Hollywood star. His journey was unexpected, unconventional, and unforgettable. As we remember Julian, we don't just remember the villain or the hero. We remember the man who made both so human. Rest in peace, Julian McMahon. Your legacy lives on in every heart you moved, every screen you lit up, and every moment you gave to the world.